In the many plains of the asphalt jungle, home to many creatures big and small, spawns the most adept creature, Carter Blanchard. Today, we explore those forced to contend with the individual and also the very things that initiate the lore of being Carter Blanchard.
It slow zooms in video too.
Everyone tell me I'm crazy, picking up a boy that drives a Camry. I just wanna be your lady, roll one up and we can get hazy. Baby, ask me hard, catch up, need a reminder.
The hot-headed Frenchman, known for his peculiar characteristics by those who've gotten to know him, has officially been a part of this world for a decade and 3/4. First impressions are important, and with Blanchard, and to those who don't know him, he may come off as odd, big, round, swag, dope, you name it. But at the end of the day, the ones who know you most are family. That being said, the idea of being a Blanchard is hard for one to even truly imagine. So for more of an understanding, we will be entering the domain, the Blanchard Hobbit Hole.
So I met Carter in the womb. He was conceived and I was conceived at pretty much the same time. And he came out before me even though I was supposed to come out first, so that's kind of annoying. First impression was really bad because he peed on me, like right when we came out of the womb, and then I was mad so I peed on him. I peed back. Well, he would put so much gel in his hair. It would look like so bad. He tried to be my dad, basically. I don't even know. It was disgusting. And he also had more friends than me, which was very annoying, and I didn't understand why in elementary school. He also was friends with all of my friends. And he only had friends that were girls, which was weird. So I feel like people thought he was gay, low-key. But he's not, so don't worry. Because me and Marissa were just friends, and then there was like him. He was definitely more popular. I like how comfortable I can be around him because he doesn't judge me at all, obviously, which is very nice. And he's just, yeah, he reminds me of my dad because they're very just friendly people in general. And he teaches me how to play games, which I like. He does stand up for me in situations if they actually matter, which is obviously very nice of him. I think he thinks I'm a good sister though because I kind of stay out of his business too. I mean, I do ask him some shit, but he doesn't. That's one thing that's annoying actually. He doesn't tell me anything about his personal life, and I would like to know some more. She's like, no, you don't get to know. Okay. But yeah, he probably thinks I'm annoying because I ask him a bunch of questions about his life and he doesn't ever want to answer them. But I don't know. He's a good brother. Like, if I ask him to do something, he'll do it. He is friends with my friends. He's nice to Marissa, which is nice. And his friends aren't annoying, so that's good. A fond memory that I have, well, I don't really have one, but it's nice to know that, you know, he's around and he's a good guy, so it would be weird to not have him in my life. A freaking naked mole rat. He's scrawny and pale, and so is Carter. Some days he decides to talk to me, some days he doesn't even say good morning and he just goes straight to the basement. But when we're at our dad's, he talks to me more. He's a very good brother. I think it helps that we're twins because we don't really, especially because it's boy and girl, so we don't really fight. And everybody at work even always says to me, like, how do you and your brother never fight? Like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Just good relationship. Okay, he has no concept of time, like, ever. Like, if we're trying to do, like, for instance, when we would go to school, he is always late, like, and he doesn't care. And I'm the complete opposite. I like to be early. So he's just always late, and it's annoying. Very proud of him for getting a girlfriend. Proud of him for getting into his program because, well, we weren't sure, if he would, but he did, and we're very proud of him. That we live, like, near each other, so then I can babysit his kids. I don't know if he's gonna have kids. Maybe him and Leah will have babies. But, yeah, I hope that we live near each other for sure. I've always thought that we were gonna be neighbors because I can't imagine not being near him a lot. Which obviously I know that we won't be, but it's like we literally went to elementary school, high school, and all university together. So he's definitely comfortable around period talk and all that shit. Like, he knows girl talk, which is good. So that's gonna help him in his relationship, definitely. And like, he's very patient, especially because we have an insane mother. So, if you want to interview her, then, yeah, we have an insane mother, so he's definitely going to be patient and know what it's like to have. He'll be patient if his wife goes crazy. With all of that in mind, definitely 1000% I would want to have nobody else as my brother besides her.
The moment I saw him, he looked like a professor. He was like, he didn't cry immediately. He just looked around and was like curious and precious.
Carter's gonna cringe.
He was born first, so it was a new feeling, but it was exciting, and yeah, he's my firstborn, so he's my favorite boy. I think he is maybe like a panther. Bruh. He's strong, and he's when he doesn't want to be noticed, he'll blend in, but when he has something to say that is brilliant and smart, and just like a panther when they're ready to do their he doesn't blend in. He stands out, and he's strong.
When he runs, he looks like a retard.
No, he's a fast runner. Yes, he is. He's a great runner.
I think I'm faster than him.
Really?
Yeah.
Beige. Khaki. Can I change it? Khaki. He loves khaki pants. He loves, like, very neutral, and he's very neutral when it comes to,
I would suck a peanut.
Stressors or being chill. He's not very anxious kind of guy. He's not like up all the time or not really like, bummed out. He's pretty neutral. So I would go with neutral palette.
Oh, God.
Okay, Lily Beth Carter is now just the beginning because he's just at the point where he's learning how to be more independent. And I wish he would learn to do something, anything around the house. Anything. Empty a dishwasher, get up. You know what? No, I take that back. There is one thing that Carter does very special. And he doesn't empty the dishwasher, no. And he doesn't do any of the things just yet that I've asked him to do, like the snow or whatever. But you know what he does do? Is he leaves me a message on the whiteboard just to make my day. And I think it's really cool. But no matter what the message is, he'll say, like, have a good day or something. And he does do that, which is really cool. He's lazy. Yeah.
You say he's a good son.
He's a good son. He's a great son. He's a wonderful person. He's got great intent. He's cemented in who he is. But, at some point he's going to have to realize that things around things need to get done, and he's going to have to start doing them. He has a twin. He has a twin sister. And he listens and he watches and he knows what's important to girls, and he watches. He's very patient. And honestly, our family talks a lot. We talk a lot about what it is to be a good partner, a good listener, and he's no different. He learns and listens and asks questions, and not that he's like outright bold, to ask questions, but he listens, and I think he's more than the average boy. He's pretty sensitive to girls. 0 to 10, I think one of the most epic things he did was he had a power car and he was driving it around, and his sister was just playing, and he drove over to her and he asked her, like, I'll take you for a ride and I'll be safe and you put on your seatbelt. And it was like the cutest thing in the world, and they just drove off together. And it was like a special, tender, sweet, innocent moment, how much he loved his sister. So that was 0 to 10. I remember that one because it was like heart melting. From 10 until 15, man, there was a lot. He realized that he needed to get better marks in grade 12, the second term, first term. And he himself chose, that's what he wanted. He went for the goal and he changed it. He went from not studying as much and getting better grades. He did the whole 180. He did it himself. He worked hard and he got into the program that he wanted to get into at the school he wanted to get into. And nobody was doing that for him. He chose it, and that was like a huge thing for his mom and dad, like for me and his dad, to be so like, yeah, Carter, like we could have cheered and had parade for him because I was so proud of him.
I already know she's gonna say Angel Face Boy.
Shut up. Happy birthday, my angel face boy. Yes, you'll always be my angel face boy. And I know that there is nobody in the whole wide world that takes up the space in my heart that you do. You're a good man, and I can't believe you're going to be 18. I love you so much. I'm proud of you, and I'm always going to be here. Love you.
By the sounds of things, one may believe it too good to be true, being related to such an intelligent and witty bulked meat machine. Many memories and true unique experiences come with such an individual being in one's life, for life. So with further research and analysis, more needed to be done to understand the Chard, as knowledge of his upbringings and daily life was not enough. That's when the idea arose. However, what one may also consider to be family are friends. Canadian Freak is known for his quick one-liners and on-the-spot comedic improvisations, and more things only friends of Strong Night would know of. Starting off is Joshua Coulter, another close individual to the Blanch. Jay Kyler shares the love of sports, cinema, and overall pure dopamine. This individual and his wit is unmatched, so perspective coming from him is one that must be heard.
My first impression of Carter was good. I knew him. I knew who he was in grade 9, but I met him in grade 10. We were in hospitality class together. We shared a table. It was me, Nathan, Carter, and Miles. And it was chill. It was fun. It was a good year. We didn't fully get to know each other like properly till grade 11, but my first impression of him was good. He didn't like me though. He fucking hated me, which was fine. But his loyalty. He never switches up on people. He's a very genuine person. He cares a lot about people. He's a very caring dude. And he's very funny.
It's got a low sperm count.
He's a very funny guy. I can talk to him about all my nerdy shit, and he'll be able to sort of understand that it's something that I enjoy. You guys are the only ones that I ever talk about, like, the nerdiest shit that I'm into, like D&D, for example. It's the nerdiest I can get. But, like, he's very open and accepting, and I really appreciate that from him, because I always feel like I'm never being judged whenever I'm talking to him about something I enjoy. I was a bit of a loser in elementary school. Wasn't really friends with anybody. And when I met him in high school, it was good. I liked him. I'm glad I met him in high school, because if he was popular, he's probably a bit of a douchebag in elementary school. But, that comes with the title. So we fully became friends in grade 11 in our hospitality class. We knew each other beforehand, and there was nobody else that we really liked in that class, so we just decided to be partners for most of it. And we got really close, and we became really good friends throughout elementary school, throughout hospitality class. We're both open about what we enjoyed, so we both like comedy, stuff like that. We both have a little bit of a dark sense of humor, which is fine, and we're both, like, kind of sarcastic, which is really good. And so we really became good friends then, because we were able to just link with each other and mesh properly. When we fully got a better understanding of who each other were, it was like, wow, you're really sick, I want to hang out with you more. Stuff like that. He had very fucking tall hair. Try hard at Beat Saber. Watch hockey.
You're an accomplished snowboarder, but what about your roots in hockey?
Try hard at every other game.
I'm a master.
Mainly just try hard, really.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Holy fuck!
He's essentially racist. Black Lives Matter. But, we were able to joke a little, whereas able to look at each other and be like, hey, we're white. I don't understand his love for The Last of Us 2, because that game is dog shit. It was awful. I think he found out who he was in high school, and that's why he got less popular, because he wasn't nearly as cool as he was in elementary school. Which is why I love him so much. He's much more relatable. If he was with that popular group, I never would have talked to him. I never would have met him, because I just fucking hate him. So, I'm glad that he is what he is now. Whenever we play video games is always a good time. Making fun of him for getting yogurt every lunch period. Like, there's always that one person that's good at one game, but kind of dog shit at the rest. But Carter's the kind of person to, like, get into a game and then be good enough at it, or just above average, at every game that he enjoys playing. Which is a very admirable trait, because it really shows that he doesn't leave the house very often. So, it's just, he's very good at all the video games that he plays. He's very determined to do things whenever he gets into mind. Like, chess is his newest thing, where he's constantly just getting good at chess. He looks at VODs, he looks at videos to make sure that he's good at chess. He bought a guitar because he was simping for Ellie on Last of Us. He is just good at everything he sticks his mind to, which is fair. Right now, if it's not writing an essay, because he's always, for some reason, writing a fucking essay, complaining about 60 frames.
Already, it appears we are beginning to learn more about the Blanchard. The perspectives given by Stealthy Raider were sublime, and truly helped with this process. But to further the development of learning about the bloke, there's one specimen that cannot be left unheard. Kataka.
So at first, I don't remember exactly, like, my memory's not that great, but I do remember Carter being a bit what do you call it? I guess introverted more than he is now. And at first, I didn't know if we'd become that great of friends, because he didn't seem like a person I'd hang out with. But as time went on, it seemed like we had a lot of the same interests, and now even more so. You can see that with like chess, guitar, games we play.
No, no!
Yeah, it's really cool.
wrong with you?
Oh no.
I think the earliest would be Astroneer. That was a point where like we all had the game. So you, me, Josh, Carter all had the game, and you and Josh did not enjoy the game, so you refunded it, and it was just Carter and I. And at the point, I wasn't like that great friends with Carter yet, so it was it was a bit awkward. But we started playing, and we really enjoyed the game, and then just from then on, we got into like all different kinds of story games together, like No Man's Sky and such. Going to Kelly Spree?
Come here! So fucking.
I was never like super social in high school at all, like at all. So I wouldn't talk, or people wouldn't talk to me like the popular kids. So I was very much like not in solitude, but around the same type of people as me. So if he was also like that in a smaller group, then yeah, I'm sure that we would have run into each other. So
That round?
Do you stream, Kiriko?
Oh, a fantastic question.
I'd ask for anything. I'd ask for tonight. With you.
fucking go.
Alexios!
I definitely have um moments where I'm just playing with Carter, like with chess and like Astroneer, like I said before. But um, I don't know. It's never like it's always a fun memory. It's not like, damn it, this fucking sucks.
All seems to be said from those who know the Blanch man on a family to friend level, but what about the opinion of one that neither family or friend could quite understand? After much analysis up until this point, it is obvious Mr. Blanchard has many great qualities and traits. But, is there still more to say?
I thought he was just like pretty shy and like kept to himself at work and only really talked to like people that he knew. I'm pretty sure we started working at Weber's the same year, and then it took like 2 years for us to actually start like talking. We started talking like middle and like end of summer, and then he asked me out on October 2nd. I think of just playing pool in my basement with him. Usually losing, but that's okay. Also losing at Mario Kart, but that's like always. He's really caring, and he's like easy to be around, and like I just feel comfortable around him. He just makes me laugh a lot, and just like again, he's just easy to be around, and I think it's a really positive group of people, and it obviously like makes him happy and makes him laugh. And I don't know his family that well, but they seem like really nice people. Honestly, whenever I show up to work and it's like I'm on drink or back, or if I'm on drinks or back with Georgia, it's like it's gonna be a good shift. I feel like honestly, even if he like changed his mind and he like didn't want anything to do with sports marketing, he could like change his mind and still do well in whatever he wants to, just because he is dedicated at what he wants to be. Okay, well, first of all, happy birthday. This is cheesy, but you make me happier, and I'm really happy that you started talking to me that a couple months ago. I think if I met him any earlier, I don't think I was like in a good place to like be in a relationship. So yeah, I think it was the perfect time. Because I'm finished school like right when he wakes up. So I know that like every time I get home from school, even if it's like been a long day, I can just like talk to him and just makes it better.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's actually.
Dude, I haven't asked Alright, that's enough of that. See you guys Alright. Vlog out.
Oh, hey, Berserk, what's your opinion on Carter's birthday?
Okay.